Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update for my perfume sample project. I have a few disappointing products to talk about, not in scent, but I'll get to those. But this is just a project this year where I'm trying to get through. I keep accumulating more, not as rapidly as last year, but I keep somehow getting more fragrances, like perfume samples, in my collection at least once a month. So I'm not going to get through all of them. That was the original goal, but I'm definitely going to have far fewer than I did at the end of 2024. So that is good. And I pan 4 perfume samples at a time, so I'll talk about the ones that I was panning for September. First one is Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. I'll have the scent notes on the screen. This one, for some reason, this tube specifically smelled a little bit different from the, Flower Bomb. It smelled a tiny bit soapier. You know how some, I don't know if you can see that Roxy's just like walking around in the background. But do you know how some perfumes have just like a soapy note to them for some reason? Oh, there's Rosie. She might jump up. This one did, and I was trying to look on the packaging to see if it was like a different version of Flower Bomb, and as far as I can see, it's just Flower Bomb, so that was odd. It's still like, I still enjoyed it just fine, but hopefully if I ever get another sample of this, it does not smell like that, because I love the original Flower Bomb. Then I have MAC Turquoise. This was one that I really did enjoy using. And actually, so basically I got this in, I actually did select this one. I got this in a MAC order that I made last month. I've only ever made 2 MAC orders in my entire life. And I guess like it was just my luck, because I had been wanting to try MAC Turquoise for about a year now, because there's Roxy. I kept hearing people say that it was like such an iconic fragrance. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but I was so interested in it, especially because I've been getting more into these aquatic, slightly more fresh notes for perfume, and not just like deep warm florals and gourmands. So I got lucky, and in my MAC order, one of the options was MAC Turquoise, so of course I snatched it up. And even before putting it in this project, I had already been using it, so this one did go very quickly. But we do at my job, I'm not going to say exactly what the situation is because I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but there are moments at my job where sometimes we encounter foul odors. I cannot speak. And like there was one day in the lab where just literally all of us were smelling it, and I had one of my coworkers, a guy, say, "Oh my god, like how are you okay?" And I was like, well, it smells bad, but I just like keep spraying more of this perfume on myself. And this, I would say, is actually kind of like a unisex fragrance. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see a guy or smell a guy wearing this. So I just like gave it to him to spray on himself, and he was perfectly happy with it. So I feel like a lot of people across the board might be happy with this fragrance. I don't think I would buy it because for me it's a little bit too unisex. Like I like it, but for an everyday fragrance I would want to mix it with something, and I'm really trying not to buy fragrances that I have to mix, because then it's just more that I'll have to buy with it. So I wouldn't buy it, but I did enjoy using it, and it came in very, very handy to my whole lab one day. We'll get to the disappointing fragrances. Again, not because they don't smell good, but because they stopped working. Like this one, not halfway through, it was almost gone, but this one halfway through what was in there. This is Chris Collins Dans Sauvage, and this is Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. These are like the exact same type of dispenser atomizer. So maybe there's just something with these ones specifically where it just stopped spraying, nothing's coming out. And the same with this one. I didn't even realize until this morning. Oh, I swear I tried it like 20 times, nothing was coming out before. But I'm already filming this, so it's too late. But anyway, with this one for sure, nothing will come out. And I don't know if there's something faulty with this specific type of atomizer, but maybe like if they're left on their side for too long, but that also doesn't make sense because perfume samples just come in like a little, you know, piece of paper. So that was very disappointing. I'll continue to use this. If it does it again, like if it happens again, I'm not gonna try to fuss with it. I'm just gonna toss it, but I definitely have to toss this one. I did like this. It has a little bit of a, I want to say like cola undertone, like not undertone, but like base note. And I love fragrances that have that type of note. I don't have it with me, but the Alt Fragrances Falcon, oh my gosh, it doesn't smell similar, but has the same cola note. It smells so good. I really did like this one. It's also, all of these Chris Collins perfumes have a very heavy scent to it, so I feel like it was a bit much to wear to work, but I still wore it to work because I don't care. And then I knew I was going to like Radiant Nectar because I bought a full size of this, so I already had it. This was the one that I was planning on taking with me to the wedding that I'm going to in a few days. It's out of town, so I just wanted to pack a travel perfume, and I thought this one would be nice to bring with me because it's like a very light, sweet kind of, I don't know, it just seems like a good fragrance to wear to a wedding. I'm glad I didn't bring it with me though, because if that had happened like the day I was supposed to go to the wedding and I didn't have any fragrance to wear, I would have been so annoyed. So I'm going to draw 4 more perfume samples, and one of them I'll bring with me, unless I just get all super heavy masculine or like unisex scents. Maybe I won't, but I'm gonna try because I don't want to have to pack a glass bottle with me. So here is the perfume sample bin. As you can see, definitely a lot less than what I started with in the year. I don't know, for some reason I just have gotten, I feel like I got a lot in the past month or two. Ever since I came back to Southern California, I've just accumulated a lot more, because when I moved here, like back to where I am now, there were almost none in here. They all fit in a little tin container. Whatever. I'm just gonna draw 4 and prepare to turn your volume down. Okay, this is another Chris Collins. It somehow has cat fur all over it, but this is Citrus Grandis. I think this is the one because I have doubles of all these Chris Collins fragrances, and I think now I've gone through one of each. I think this is the one that I got. Actually, no, because I think the one that I got the very first month, I ended up decluttering that one and the double. Maybe I actually haven't gotten one of these before, but I'll have the fragrance notes on the screen regardless. I'm definitely not going to be bringing this one to the wedding because not only is it that faulty packaging, but this is a very heavy scent. This is a I was gonna say milk, a commodity one. This is Velvet Bold. I was gonna spray this on myself, but then I just remembered I sprayed that Radiant Nectar and I feel like they would clash. But I do remember liking the Velvet Expressive, or maybe it was the Velvet Personal, so I'm hoping that I'll like this. But I do know, like, I've noticed the pattern that these bold versions tend to be like more unisex leaning. For some reason they just have slightly more masculine notes than the Expressive and the Personal. But again, I don't mind that as long as it's not super cologne-y, like past unisex toward masculine, like basically cologne. I don't mind it, and I tend to like them because they usually have like a deeper note to them, and I like my fragrances to be a little bit more complex and not just super sweet. Oh, this is the, I was like, did I finally get an English Pear and Freesia? No, this is a different Jo Malone fragrance. I honestly don't know where this came from because I don't think I would have chosen this. This is the Raspberry Ripple fragrance, which I do tend to like raspberry in fragrances. I know the Lipstick Fever from Not a Perf, or no, I cannot talk. Lipstick Fever from Juliet Has a Gun is one of my favorite fragrances ever, and that has a distinct raspberry note, but I've heard that Raspberry Ripple is just not very good. And also we're entering fall now, which is why I'm wearing a sweater for the first time this year. So this is maybe not the best time to get it, but maybe if I like it, this can be the one that I bring to the wedding, because I don't know, I feel like it has cheery, raspberry would have cheery vibes that maybe would go nice with a wedding. And then the final perfume sample, another commodity. This is Milk Bold, which I know for sure that I like. I might have already panned one of these in this project this year, and I'm pretty sure I bought a travel size of this one, the Milk Bold. It was either I bought a travel size or I got like one of those deluxe trial sizes from like a code you can put in Sephora. So those are the four. Again, just to recap: Chris Collins Citrus Grandee. I'm actually kind of interested in what this would smell like because I haven't smelled it in a very long. Maybe I can spray just like one spritz on myself, because I think it would go okay with what I'm wearing now. This kind of smells like, at least from that one spray that might be mixing with the Clean Reserve one, this kind of smells like an orange scratch and sniff from the 90s. That's what I'm getting from that one tiny spray on my wrist. Then I got Jo Malone Raspberry Ripple, and then the commodity Velvet and Milk in the bold versions. So that's all for this video. I'm filming before work and I need to leave now, so this entire week I'll be filming before work because my filming schedule has been so off because I've just been so busy, like so preoccupied with other stuff, that I just like not only have not had time to film, but I have not had time or have not wanted to edit and upload my videos, because as soon as I have a free moment, I kind of just like want to lay down and sleep. So I'm trying to get back on track, which means I have to film before work now, which I don't like doing, but here I am. Hopefully I can get back on track before I have to go out of town and can't really film. We will just have to see. But say goodbye to Rosie. Roxy's over there. I will see you in my next video, and until then I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.